What's going on, Squid Gang? It's your boy Chameleon, and happy 2026. Happy New Year's. I hope everybody had a great holiday, a safe holiday, and a safe New Year. And I wanted to bring in the new year with the gift that keeps on giving in the FGC. I'm going to teach you all how to defeat the FGC's biggest lolcow in MK1, or just in games in general, LTG. And I'm going to go over both his characters, which is Reiko and Sector, and how to counter every single one of his quote-unquote layered gameplay strategies. And I'm going to help you learn how to counter him effectively all the time, how to get in his head, and make sure anytime you stream snipe him or run into him on stream, you can always be able to get in his head, teabag him, and let him know we're on your head. So without further ado, let's begin. Well, starting off with number one of the first things you want to do when you're playing against him, when he's playing as Sector, he's got only two things in mind that he's going to do. And I'm going to go over the one thing that's most important is he's going to try to zone you with missiles and all this sort of stuff, just like this, right? You pretty much see this. You've seen this everywhere, right? So he pulls out Mutari on dual, spam projectiles. You'll see him do that, right? Okay, so another thing I want to tell you guys, when he starts doing that gameplay, which is to try to zone you, which is very poorly, by the way, a lot of that is not real. And if you want to be technical, or you don't want to be technical at all, just want to be lazy, you can equip Sub-Zero. I'm pretty sure there's other cameos that have this too, but you can equip Sub-Zero as your cameo, and you can just simply ice armor through all of this. All of it makes you immune to projectiles. You can just walk right in for free. Completely. You can just ice armor, and you can do it while blocking. As you can see right here, you can do it while blocking, so you can just get in for free and then just hurt him like nobody's business. So a lot of that is fake, so you don't have to worry about like, oh, his pressure's too much. So a lot of these troll videos I see when they're stream sniping him, they're just sitting around just ducking like this. They're just sitting there ducking and letting them take chip damage. Don't do that. When you see him do that, just call out Sub-Zero and just walk up there and just hurt him for it. Big damage. And at that point, he'll probably already have rage quit. By the time you landed a hit on him, he probably would have rage quit already. So that's one of the first steps you can do on how to beat him. I'm going to go further on every projectile he has on how to counter it as well, but that's step one. Step two, if he tries to zone you again with just straight missile, which is this right here, mind you, this is a high, just duck this. And if he meter burns, it becomes a mid, and you have to block, you have to stand block or crouch block it. Well, other than that, if he's doing this, just crouch, just duck. You do not have to deal with that, or like I said previously, just throw in ice armor and just get in. It's for free. And if you're wondering that, it doesn't, what if he EXs it? It's also immune to EX too. So if he EXs it, you can just walk right up in his face and get in his face. It doesn't matter. So, and also another little tidbit, if he tries to do EX on point blank, actually do this. If he tries to do EX missile on point blank, first of all these point blank missiles are very launch punishable. They are very unsafe. So if he ever is in a situation where he does straight missile in your face, punish him for it directly. Like this. Redo that. See? Easy. So that's step number two on how to deal with his straight missile projectile zoning. It's actually very, very easy. Step three, we're going to go over his favorite strings in quote-unquote frame traps. I'm pretty sure you guys seen this before. Does this look familiar? This is one of his main setups with Sector. He loves to do this. Now, I'm going to explain to you guys that this right here is a terrible setup because it's not true pressure. It's not true at all. First of all, the two kicks, they're highs. So just punish him for it. That's not real. It's +2 on block, but they're highs. Just punish it. And if you sit there and, hold it, like I've seen a lot of people on troll videos who just sit there and block because they're afraid to press. When Sector does down one, it's your turn. Do not let him get away with it. It's your turn. It's -9. Some people have 6 frame jabs, like Kung Lao here has a 6 frame, but it's a high, so it won't hit and it's stubby. Like even Kung Lao's down 1, which is 7 frames, it will be a punish. But as you can see, I got stubby range. See? So Kung Lao, a character like Kung Lao wouldn't be able to hit her, but still it's your turn. I can just simply look. Kung Lao could do this, down 3 and take his turn back, and see that's a counter hit, and it adds plus on hit advantage on counter hit. So take your turn back. After he does down 1, take your turn back. In the event he does want to adapt and not mash down 1 afterwards, in case you're thinking like, oh, he's going to just repeat it and do it again, you can armor through it. When he's doing this, I messed that up. You can actually armor through it. It's not real. There's gaps in between. So when he does this, you can just right in between it. And if you have a cameo, if your character has a bad armor move or doesn't have a launching armor special move, you can have a cameo that does it too, or that just to get off of them. Like even Sub-Zero has one. See? Now, if this was pre-patch, a lot of counter hit reversals used to launch, but they don't anymore. So they just reset neutral. But either way, that setup is not true. It's not real pressure. It's fake. Do not neutral jump though. If you try to neutral jump this, you will get hit. So don't neutral jump that. So just sit there and block. Just when he throws out the first time, just block. And when he does down 1, take your turn back. And if he tries to stagger it by doing the forward 3-4, if he tries to stagger it, just backdash, because he won't be able to throw you. And I'm going to show you exactly how that's not true whatsoever. So if he in attempt tries to perform a mix-up, like try to stagger it or tries to get a throw afterwards, you can simply just do this. Duck the high, and then duck the throw. You don't have to press anything. You really can just duck the highs, and then duck the throw. You do not have to guess that mix-up whatsoever. And if you think if you're in the corner and you're not unsure, look at that. Just back up. Just backdash. If you're not in the corner and you don't want to guess the mental stack, just do this. Duck, backdash. One more time. Duck, backdash. Real simple. See? None of it is true. I'm going to go over another setup that he likes to do as a potential mix-up when really it's not. Another quote-unquote mix-up he likes to do out of that string is go for the overhead, which is back 2-2. Now, this is not a real setup either. And I want to explain to you how to counter that as well. So his mix-up is when he does that, he's either going to try to down 1 you or throw you. So it's to get you to either duck or have to stand up. And he's like, oh, she has to break your guard with a throw or tries to open you up with a poke. So to counteract all those, like I just said, you duck the high and punish. Or you duck the high and you backdash the throw, or just duck the throw. Or when he does the down 1, just block it and take your turn back. So in the event he tries to go for the overhead, you can just do this. You can interrupt it. It's not real. It's very, very, very slow. And on block, it's minus 18. So if he ever tries to do that, just understand his whole setup is easy to react to. You duck the high or you block the down 1 and just take your turn back, or duck the throw. Either way, you can punish all of those options, because down 1 is punishable, and so is back 2-2 is minus 18, also a launch punishable. And you can gap through it. If you don't want to guess, you can just gap through it. Even when he does this, no matter what, you can just gap through it. Even if he goes for the throw, down 1, either one of those, you can always option select all those options by just, you can option select all those options by just armoring through it. You can gap through all of that. None of it is real. You don't have to even guess if you don't want to. You can hard call them out with that by just ducking. You can, or any of the things I just mentioned previously. But if you really don't want to have to guess, you can just simply armor through it. And if you don't got the meter, you can use your cameo. Look at this. See? You can just use your cameo. So his whole setup, that's not true. So that explains like his main 2 game planes like he likes to do for pressure and zoning, or those 2 things. All his other strings like Sector's this move right here, it's a low into mid, it's minus 6. So when he does this, just duck it, just duck and punch, just duck and block it, because it's safe. It's minus 6. Even if you have a 6 frame like Kung Lao or Liu Kang, you have to be frame specific to get a punish on that, but not everybody has a 6 frame. So when Low Tier God does this, just block it and take your turn back, because he's most likely he's going to mash. He's going to either mash, pressure, or try to throw you. So when you see that, just take your turn, because you have hit advantage. You're on block advantage because he's at -6, so it's your turn. So don't let him get away with the nonsense when he does that. A lot of his strings that he likes to use, like which is 2 of them, forget the other one, but it's also safe, so to do the same thing. Just block and take your turn back. Other than that, that's the best way to counteract his 2 things that he likes to do with either zoning or trying to pressure you, and they're easily countered. And now I'm going to get into how to get on his wake up, because he only likes to do one thing when he wakes up. Now I'm going to teach you how to deal with his wake up. Now, when I'm saying all these things, it's kind of universal also to Reiko, because he plays them very, very identical, but I'm still going to go over Reiko. But to get on his wake up with Sector, it's very, very simple. So when you get a hard knockdown on him and apply pressure to him, he's going to do 2 things. He's going to either do EX Flamethrower, or he's going to do EX Flamethrower Detonation. Now, EX Flamethrower by itself is -32. The EX version with the other hit is -8. The -8 version has pushback. It's punishable, but it's armored and it has pushback, so you're probably not going to get a punish for it. It's to make himself safe. But he needs 2 bars in order to do the other one. So when he does 2 bars, he's burning his resources. And if you know LTG, he will burn his resources in neutral by just doing EX missiles trying to keep you away from him, which is very, very dumb. So chances are he's going to burn most of his meter. He's not going to waste it on wake up. He's mostly going to have 1 bar. But in the event he has 2, here's what you can do. Because just like I said earlier, to get in on his projectiles, you can just duck them, because a lot of them are highs. You don't have to sit there and deal with it and just sit there and block it. Or if you have a cameo like Sub-Zero, like I said, or Tremor, or Chameleon, you can just simply ice armor through it, because it's a projectile. See, you can just eat it. You can just literally just eat through it. Even the EX version. And get a free punish. You see, none of it is real. So just keep an eye on his meter. So if you see he has 2, for the most part, he's probably going to do the double EX. So if you have Sub-Zero as your cameo, just activate that ice armor when he's on hard knockdown and just sit in his face, because he's more likely going to do that and just get a free launch completely. And in the event he doesn't do that, or you don't have Sub-Zero as a cameo, when you get a hard knockdown, just backdash. Because look, when I do this, maybe do it again. So I'll do this. You're completely out of range, because he's not going to. I messed it up a little bit, but you get what I'm trying to say. He's not going to. It doesn't have a lot of range on hard knockdown. He's not going to delay his get up to trick you. He's going to immediately mash wake up. So when you get a hard knockdown on him, jump away. Jump away or jump over him so you can bait him into doing EX. Simple, just bait him into doing EX and then whip punish him. That's if you don't have a counter to his cameo, or if you don't have a cameo that counters it, like ice armor or something like that. So if you can't eat it just in his face and just take him for it, just keep eye on his meter. Like I said, if he has 2 meters, if he has 2 bars, he's going to do the EX both hits no matter what. So if he has 2 bars, you don't have a cameo, just bait him into using it. So get a hard knockdown best way you can, whether if it's a projectile or something, just bait him into using it. He's very, very weak to shimmies. So when you get in his face like this, and then just walk up and back up, he will either EX immediately to try to get you off of him. And I'm going to explain that also in the Reiko section, but it's the same thing still applies here. So his wake up, to get in on his wake up is very, very simple. Just ice armor, and just take both of them. Just like that. And if you don't have a cameo that's projectile invincible, just bait him into using it and just keep an eye on his meter. Very, very simple. And also a little bonus tip, because he likes to choose either Kano or Motaro as like a cameo for extra projectile pressure. Like I said, like you see him do this. Motaro shoots out 3 little laser beams or fireballs at you while he's throwing projectiles, so it's added pressure. Like I said, don't let him get away with that. Just get in on him. Just don't let him get away with it. You can just ice armor through that. It's not real, and it shoots low to the ground on top of that. So he's either going to do that, or sometimes he just might teleport. So if he's doing that, just ice armor and just wait for him to teleport. If he's not going to do the Mataro laser beams, try to go to Mataro laser teleport behind you to try to get away from you. So either way, you just ice armor and just wait for him to do it, and then just react and then punish. If he's not going to teleport, just walk right up and deal with it. And also, I want to also add this too, just a little side note, just in case he gets annoyed with ice armor. Sector also has this low right here. It's 4-3, and if she delays it, she can go into this move right here, which is 3-4, which is the high, like I told you. You don't have to worry about this mix-up, because if he's worried about like, oh, he's approaching me, I don't want to deal with projectiles, I don't have to throw projectiles, he has ice armor, so projectiles don't work. Around this range, if he's afraid to throw projectiles because you got ice armor out and he does the slide, at max distance, it's -7. But you can still take your turn back, because it might as well, 7 frame. You still take your turn back, but that's at max distance. If you get closer to him, which he's not going to throw a projectile at you, so just simply walking and ducking, like I can't wave dash in this game, but just simply walking up and ducking is another way to like check that dash if he tries to do it. So if you have ice armor on deck and you think he's going to do it, look, it's -12. Well, I did a flawless block, but up close, it's still -12 up close. So if you have ice armor on deck and you think he's going to try to approach you with that, that's the wrong punish, but still, you get what I'm trying to say. You can just see. So you don't have to worry about guessing too much, because he's probably going to get frustrated about with ice armor. So he's going to stop throwing projectiles and he's going to try to approach with that. The other approach option that he has is teleport, which is very unsafe, which is that right there. So if he tries to teleport, look at that, -18. So if he tries to teleport, literally, that's like self-explanatory. Like, he only has 2 ways to approach you. If he mindlessly jumps at you, which would be stupid, or try to dash in your face, just react. So stay around this range. If you have Sub-Zero or Cammy or Sub-Zero, or you have Tremor, or you have Chameleon, there's probably other people who also have projectile invulnerable stuff. It's been a minute, I don't know. I will try to find out. I'll put it on the screen. If not, I just got too lazy. But either way, if you have ice armor, anybody has a projectile invulnerable cameo, stay around this range, because around this range, there's none of his projectiles will work. They're too slow, and if he does it, you can just duck and get in on him, or jump in on him. That's a free combo. He doesn't want that, so he's either going to want to throw out the sweep, like I said. He's going to throw out the sweep, he's going to teleport, or he's going to try to throw out the back two overhead, because it has long range or whatever, or try to run up and throw you. Around this range, you can react to every single one of those options by just simply ducking like this, ducking and blocking around here, because by the time he tries to dash in your face, you can react to anything. So if you have ice armor on deck and you stay around this range, he cannot do anything. And knowing low tier God, he's more than likely going to try to run away from you and back up. He's not going to want to box you because he has a glass jaw. He's not going to want to box you. He's going to try to run away from you. So once you get him in the corner, like all the way over here, let's see if I can, I had to set it up like the wrong way. So if you get him all the way, let me get that corner. So if you have low tier God in the corner, which is preferably where you want him, he's either going to, like I said, he's either going to do the sweep or teleport, or he might Mataro teleport if he has Mataro on deck, or he'll be stupid and try to jump over you. So like I said, stay around this range completely. Have ice armor on deck, stay around this range. If he's afraid to press, you can throw a little safe projectiles around this range, because he has to respect you. He has nowhere to run. So he has to respect it. So you can stay roughly around this range and just react to whatever he does. Don't be full screen. Do not be full screen against low tier God. Be right here where you're not. You can be in his face and bully him all you want, because again, he can't deal with pressure. But in case you want to play it safe and have like a little bit of a neutral game against him, which is very, very easy, just stay around this range and just react to everything that he does. The sweep around this range, it's still -10, so he's going to get punished for it no matter what. Or if he teleports, you can also just punish that easily. So that's effectively how you beat his sector in a nutshell. It's actually quite simple. Just follow those instructions. Very, very simple. Like I said, if you don't have Sub-Zero's, ice armor to deal with the projectiles, a lot of the projectiles are high, so you can just duck and get in. If he meter burns it, it's a mid. But sorry about that. But the meter burns up close or point blank, they're all negative. So you can still punish him for it. So he's not going to be that stupid, or he would be, to do an EX missile in your face or EX flamethrower in your face, which are all launch punishable. So he's not going to do that. He's going to spend most of his time running away from you. So I'd advise you to get used to ducking, just walking and ducking to get in his face. Walk and duck, walk and duck, walk and duck. Or just block ice armor and just walk up in his face like it's nobody's business. And if you think he's going to dash up and throw you, like I said, stay around this range, have ice armor, so you don't have to worry about projectiles, and just watch what he does. Because projectiles are not going to hurt you. If he runs up, you have long range buttons to stuff him out so he can't get in and try to throw you or apply any pressure. But knowing Low Tier God, he's not going to apply pressure, he's going to try to run away. And I already explained to you how to stop his pressure, because his pressure is fake. So just duck and punish it. Just duck and punish it, take your turn back, or just backdash the throw, because that's all he's ever going to do. Layered gameplay, ladies and gentlemen. And now we're going to get into his second main, his tried and true Reiko since day one. So as the match starts, you already know how this is going to go. He's going to start throwing out ninja stars. Like I said in the previous section with Sector, a lot of the projectiles in this game are highs unless they get meter burned and they become a mid. So if he's just sitting there doing this, just duck, and if he throws it in the mid, just block. They're all high, so you can just walk and duck to get into it. And if he goes up close and he does the EX version up close is -9, and the regular version is -15. So either way, if you block stars point blank, that's a free punish no matter what. Like, watch. So don't worry about him throwing stars at you. And like I said, if you also have ice armor, just get in for free. You don't even have to worry about it. Don't even have to worry about dealing with his quote-unquote layered gameplay or zoning. So that's how you defeat that. It's very, very easy. Now the second part is he's probably going to try to keep you out. Once he realizes you're around this range, there's about two options he's going to try to do. One, he's going to try to do 3-4. This to try to keep you away from him. Or he's going to do forward 4 to try to stuff out your approaches. But that shows out his ignorance for the game is to understand that both of those tools he uses. Also, he uses slide. He uses both slides. He uses slide takedown, and then he uses the other slide. When he feels like you're around this range, he's going to try to use that to get away from you. Which a lot of people don't understand is that all those moves I just mentioned are very, very, very unsafe. So we're going to go each one of them one by one. So 3-4. -8. But look what you did. You notice something about that? It looks like it's a mid, but it's not. It's a high. So you can just duck in his face. You do not have to worry about eating this at all. When you get in that range, you don't have to worry about eating this. Just ducking in his face. And if you're worried about like, oh, what if he throws out like a sweep or something like that? You really can just duck, because no matter what, it's still unsafe. If you're fast enough, watch. Punish. And now he has to guess your mix. And if you stand block it, gotta be fast enough to do that. Keep messing it up. See? You can get an 8-frame punish immediately. So either way, you block it or duck it, you're getting a punish, no matter what. So that's stupid of him to do that. Second, when he does forward 4, this is a mid. So you will sit there and you will have to stand block this, or you can crouch block this. Here's the issue is that, look at that. It's -15. Even when you space it, it's -14. That is still a full launch. That is a launch punish. See? So much for layered gameplay, right? So that's his second approach option to stop you from getting close to him. Then the other one, like I said, is the slide. well, no, not that. Minus 14, and then he has the other one, which is the running stance slide. That's even worse. So if he tries around this range, which is what he's going to do it when you're trying to get in from him throwing ninja stars, he's going to try to run away from you. The minute he's cornered, he's going to do any of those options, or he's going to go for the slide, and then you punish. So if you block that one, or if he doesn't do that one, he does the even worse one. You can even get it. You can even an even bigger punch. You can get a meterless launcher right there. That is super easy. So that's how you stop his approaches and his zoning with Reiko. He doesn't know diddly squat about this character and why this character used to be super strong and is still super strong. He doesn't know nothing about that. So now I'm going to go into how to explain how to defeat his pressure, if you want to call it that, and his fake 50-50 and his post. I'm going to explain how to counter those very easily. Alright, so for his pressure, if you want to call it that, Reiko is a grappler, and he does none of Reiko's grappler moves or setups whatsoever that make him scary. So you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about being launched by him either, because Dale has probably the weakest combo damage I've ever seen. So if you get launched by him, do not worry. You're not going to take that much damage. But his pressure resorts of him just doing Reiko's forward 2, which is an overhead, and a sweep. So he's going to try to mix you up with this 50-50, right? That's what he's going to try to do. So understand that the overhead is -6, it's safe, and then the sweep is plus. It's +3. So it's not your turn unless he does the overhead. If he does the overhead, it's your turn. So if you see him, if you stand block and do the overhead, it's your turn. But you're afraid, oh, I don't want to have to guess 50-50. I don't want to have to guess 50-50. That's fine. So either one, you either block the overhead and you stay out of his range. Stay around here and make him whiff. See? Make him whiff. I messed up there, but stay around roughly this range because Reiko has to get close to you. You can keep him out safely around this range with good buttons, longer range buttons. Like if I had like Ashra, that would be a good example. I can use forward 2. But keep him around this range so then you don't have to worry about dealing with his 50-50. And you just, again, stay out of that strike range so you don't have to deal with the 50-50 at all. Because he's not going to pressure you. He has no other way to get in. He's not going to pressure you. Those are the only ways to try to approach you. He doesn't know how to poke effectively, so he's going to depend on trying to hope you guess the coin flip 50-50 or try to throw you. So just stay out of that range for you to get caught in it. You don't have to worry about it, and just keep him out around this range. And if he tries to throw out like a slide or whatever, you can just react. So stay roughly around this range in neutral. So if he tries to do like the slide, not like that. If he tries to do like this, like I said, like around here, you can react around this. Simple. Even though it's like 19 frames, you can still just block. So stay roughly around this range so you have to worry about him getting close to you. And worry about the sweep. Because Reiko again has stubby hands, has stubby range. His longest range attacks are very unsafe. Like I just said, the 3-4 and the forward 4 are his longest range keep out tools, and they're very much unsafe. And I'm pretty sure they nerfed him to make it so you can't just zone forever, which is a pretty cool thing because he's really scary to deal with up close. But LTG doesn't know nothing about that. He's going to try to zone you with this character instead of playing him like a true grappler. So stay roughly around this range, a little bit closer than I said with Sector. Around Sector, I said around this range, like 3/4 screen. But for Reiko, stay roughly around here, so then you're out of his range to whiff punish him, and you're close enough to whiff punish him, or far enough to where he cannot hit you. And if you have a character that has long range buttons, this is the perfect range you want to keep him at, because he can't hit you while you can hit him all day. And most likely he's going to just backdash and try to throw ninja stars at you and then slide at you. That's the best way to counter it. So like I said, easy to beat his quote-unquote layered gameplay. This is how you beat low tier god in Mortal Kombat 1, or in Mortal Kombat Temu as he calls it. And if he comes across this video, get good, Dale, and just adapt and actually get better at these games, and then maybe, just maybe, you can actually beat Stream Snipers. And if you're a troll, you come across this video, I hope this video helped you. And if you happen to look at this video and this helps you and you run into low tier gods, remember what I said. It is very easy to beat this man. Do not fall for his fake pressure. None of it is real. He doesn't know frame data, so you can punish him for a lot of the crap that he does. And for the most part, the minute you break down, like I said, his mentality is very, very weak. He has a glass jaw mentally. The minute you get past his layered gameplay, in quotes, he's more likely going to rage quit. If none of this, I'm pretty sure I can't say none of this helps, but all this is going to help you, or you can simply just pick any of the ninjas, and if you pick any of the ninjas, in the minute you touch him, he's going to rage quit. He's not going to stick around. So, it's just a little bonus tip before we get out of here. On top of all the things that I mentioned, you can just simply get in his head by teabagging him, you know, taunting him still, being on the microphone, talking crap to him. He cannot deal with that. You can tilt him and make him overcommit and do stupid things more than what he's already doing. So I hope that helps. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe for more. I'll have another video on how to beat LTG in Tekken and how to beat LTG in Smash, but give me some time to make those because I might have to go a real deep detail on how to beat those characters in those games, except Smash. Smash is pretty simple. But other than that, I hope to catch you guys in the next one. The grind never stops. Hope you guys had a great day. Peace.